Okay, good evening, everyone. Thank you and welcome to our Shred10 information night. Every Monday night at 9 o'clock, we introduce our audience to Shred10, tell you a little bit about it, make you curious, find out if this is a program for you, and if you're ready to get started. My name is Nicole Scott. I will be your host, and Melissa Hyde as well will be joining us tonight to participate in sharing the Shred10. I'll tell you a little bit about my background real quick before we jump in. I got into holistic health about 14 years ago when my daughter had a ton of food allergies. And, I was grateful enough after I graduated from nutritional school that my mom introduced me to a product called Juice Plus. I was one of those skeptical nutritionists. I didn't think I needed it. But 4 months later, after a lot of lovingly persistence, I finally gave in and said I would try it for 4 months. And I haven't looked back. We've been on the products for 12 years. And it made a huge difference in my daughter's health, immune health. She ended up getting rid of her 75 food allergies and sensitivities. And it took the rest of our family's health just to the next level. And I'm forever grateful for my mom for being brave enough and not giving up on me to realize that our family did need extra fruits and vegetables. And for a lot of you on the phone, you don't realize that at the time we were juicing, we were Vitamixing, we were eating 10 to 15 servings of fruits and vegetables, all organic. We lived in a bubble. So I didn't think we needed extra fruits and vegetables, but my aha moment was when I realized the changes in our blood work in 4 months, what Juice Plus had done, and that's when the light bulb went off for me. So I became a mom on a mission just to share from my heart. And the Shred10 program incorporates our Juice Plus products that we're going to talk about here. So let's get started. We are going to talk about Shred10. Now, some of you might be on it. Some of you, I know that for myself, I'm on day 8. Melissa, you're on day 1. And it is really a 10-day whole food, I call it shred, to get rid of, help you get rid of the toxins and help your liver function on a better basis so that you can feel great from the inside out. So let me just, so let's get started. So there are 2 starting trends that are going on in the world. The first one is that our environmental toxins are increasing, and I think everybody would agree on that front. We just can't get away from, the toxic air. I was using an example last Monday when my sister, she's got 3-year-old twin boys, and she had bought a carpet for one of the boys' rooms at Costco. And she brought it into the boys' room, and she realized very quickly how toxic that carpet was. So she literally had to off-gas it for 2 weeks outside in the cold in the garage before she brought it back in. That's just one example that we sometimes forget of the toxins that we're exposed to every day. Also, our food quality is increasing. There's more preservatives than ever in our food today, flavor enhancers, emulsifiers, synthetic vitamins, genetically modified organisms. There's less nutrients in our food supply than ever before. We've got pesticides covered in our produce today. We've got trans fats, artificial colors, growth hormones, and it goes on and on and on. I know it's not a pretty picture, but at the end of the day, it's reality. And my first career was in the food industry, where I saw this firsthand of over the 10 years I was working in the food industry, how the actual real ingredients in the products that we were selling started to come down because it was all about saving costs, and more artificial stuff started showing up. So, and that was over 20 years ago, and it just keeps on getting worse. The good news is there's a lot of healthy alternative products out there that you can look for. And keep your fridge and your cupboards clean with clean ingredients. So a lot of companies are waking up. Some of them are still sleeping, but as consumers, we get to choose what we put in our body. So really, when we think about what happens in our body with toxins, at the very top, we have somebody that is carrying some extra weight, has a lot of toxins in the body. And, we're heading into, a new year. It's January, and most people, what do they want to do? Their goal is they want to lose weight. They want to feel better. And they're going to go on a diet, and they're going to exercise. and they're going to reduce their calories. And they might get some results, but because they're not dealing with the toxic load, they will more than likely end up rebounding. Our program, the Shred10, is really a cleansing program. We're dealing with the impurities. So what we want to do is we actually want to shed fat, not burn it. And we're going to cleanse it through keeping the toxins out and putting as much plant-based matter in so that we can support the liver, and the liver can finally do its 500 functions, and the body can start to rebalance itself. So you can get into a place where you have lower toxicity and you have a much healthier chance of a maintenance, maintaining that new healthy weight. And it's not all about weight loss. We have people that get onto Shred that might not need to lose weight, but they still feel crappy. So we call that, you can still be, what do we call that? Unhealthy skinny, right? How many people that you know that maybe don't need to lose weight, but they're always complaining of they're tired, or they got a headache. That's just their toxic load. So one of our foundational products that we use to support the Shred10 is our Juice Plus capsules, red, green, and purple. In total, when you take 6 capsules a day, you are getting a variety of 30 different plants. And then you add our shakes, our vanilla and chocolate, and you add up to 2 shakes a day. You're getting over 45 different variety of plants. And what's really, what impressed me 12 years ago when I was looking at the product is a couple things stood out for me. One, that they use GMO-free ingredients in all of their products. 2, all of the farmers use organic practices, that there's no pesticides or herbicides, and every batch is tested to make sure of its purity. We have NSF, we have, I want to say NSF, why am I saying NSF? What is the, it's a third-party independent stamp on our product that confirms what is in our product is the real deal. And the other thing that stood out for me is when you hear juice and then plus, people always say, what's the plus? And the plus is that our farmers crush the entire plant. So for example, if you take the papaya, the farmers are crushing the entire plant. They're crushing the skin, they're crushing the seeds, and they're using the entire plant. And what people don't realize is the most important part of the nutrients oftentimes is in the stuff that we throw out. And that's what Juice Plus does, and is they keep all of that wonderful stuff, the stems and the leaves, and crush it. And that the process of dehydration, where we're removing the water and drying the plants at a low temperature to protect the nutrients and the enzymes, is you get that magic of the entire plant. So that's what really, really impressed me, is how they take care of the plant and the quality, and the fact that we have relationships with every single farmer. Okay. So how often do you normally eat? One of the biggest things that I have found being in the field of health is people struggle throughout the day, and they get on a program and they get really excited, and a day or two later they fall off. And the reason why they fall off is because they're not balancing their blood sugar throughout the day. We call that your glycemic index. And so with our Shred program, we have recipe booklets and guides, and our shakes definitely help you get into that low glycemic, the zone of willpower, so that your blood sugar is not going up and down. And when we help people get into the zone of willpower, which is balancing their blood sugar so it's not spiking up and down, that's when people actually start to make really intelligent choices. Intelligent choices like, I'm going to grab that handful of vegetables and hummus, or you know what, I'm going to grab that glass of water. So if we can help people balance their blood sugar, they're going to make better choices. So the Juice Plus Complete Shakes, I've been using them for 12 years. Probably one of the most, or I'm going to say best tasting shakes that I've tried, and I have tried many. I think I've tried most of them. I mean, I am a guinea pig, and I still buy a variety of other shakes just to try. I'm always curious. And just recently I bought a fermented vegetable protein, And I thought, oh, I'm going to try it. It's horrible tasting. My kids won't even attempt to eat it. So I don't know why I keep on trying. I mean, that's me, the nutritionist, that just want to keep on trying out there. But this is definitely the best tasting shake out there, in my opinion. It's low glycemic load. It's complete because it has all the essential amino acids and your vitamins and your minerals from plants. It's vegan, it's non-GMO, it's gluten-free, it's dairy-free, it's plant-based, and it's got a powerful prebiotic fiber. Great for breakfast, pre or post-workout, or afternoon or late snack. The way that we use the shakes in the 10-day shred is we recommend 2 shakes a day. Typically, I am doing a morning shake and I'm doing a dinner shake. That's what works best for me. And then I have usually my biggest meal at lunchtime. So on that note, it is Melissa's turn to take over and introduce herself, her story, and tell you a little bit more about Shred10 and the details around it.
All right, thanks, Nicole. Can you stop screen sharing? All right, and then I can jump on and share mine. Let me just get this organized here. I think. Good. All right, can everyone see my screen now? Yes, no, super. Awesome. Actually, based on the names here, I'm actually Nicole number 3. I'll be talking to you tonight. Oh, it's funny. No matter how I try to log out, I still get logged back in as her. So my real name is Melissa. And I've been a personal trainer for, over 29 years now. And about 9 years ago, I started realizing that it was more than just exercise that was important for my clients, and started to look into the nutrition side of things, especially because my kids were getting older and becoming more competitive in their sports. And I knew they needed something. And I knew that it had to be something that was safe for all of them. It was researched and affordable. So when a friend shared Juice Plus with me, it just made sense right away. It's fruits and vegetables. Who doesn't need them? Everyone needs them. And it was totally affordable. So we just, as a family, started eating it right away. I became a distributor as well at the same time because, again, it just made sense. I thought I'd save a few bucks on my product, and grateful, no crazy health stories here, but just we noticed more energy. My kids got through their training better, and it just went on. And then 3 years ago, when a program much like this, it was called the T30, came out, and it's now just been shortened really with a few, just a little stricter, if you will, because it's a shorter period of time, and beautiful new tools. That really changed everything because people were getting these fabulous results. I personally have seen type 2 diabetes all but reversed in 30 days, incredible weight loss stories. But even the people that have experienced that, they say that doesn't matter. It's that this program has actually given them their life back. So inflammation reduced, on and on the stories, and we can share lots of those with you later. But it has been a real game changer for people. And we're just so excited to be able to share this program. And it's now gone from just being a program to a healthy living revolution. So we're, again, so excited to share this with you. So as Nicole talked about here with the shakes, just jump down. Whoops. So here are the guidelines. And I have to tell you, it's these that I love the most, because this is how we should be living most of the time, right? We still want to enjoy our birthday cake and Christmas and things like that. But this is how we should be eating and living the majority of the time. You want to eat real food, and you want to drink plenty of water. You want to get adequate sleep. You want to exercise most days. You want to eliminate gluten, dairy, caffeine, alcohol, processed foods, artificial and refined sugars, and stop eating by 6 if possible, because this just makes it easier for your body to do all the things that it has to do. By eliminating those other things, it just, again, makes it easier because you're reducing the toxins that you're putting into your body. And then, because as Nicole mentioned, the quality of our produce has gone down so much, we simply bridge the gap between what we are eating and what we should be eating with our capsules and the shakes. And the shakes are absolutely delicious, and magical. They really, really do balance your blood sugar so you don't have those crazy cravings. They're incredible. Personally, for me, before I work out, I drink a small one and the energy lasts right through the whole workout. And then again, I drink it right after to refuel and help my body repair. So it's simple guidelines, like I said, that we should be doing. And because they're so simple and because the program is for such a short period of time, people can easily wrap their head around it and say, oh, for sure, I could easily do that because it's not a diet. We know diets don't work. People can't survive when they're starving, and it's not that at all. In fact, most women that I deal with on this program are not eating enough calories, and they're surprised that they actually have to eat more, and they get better results when they do. So it's pretty exciting. Let's try to get great. So here are some of the most common results, and I shared a few of them before with you, but craving more fruits and vegetables. This one just makes me laugh because I hear it every single time I run a group like this. One of the women will say, I can't believe it. My husband ate broccoli. He's never eaten broccoli. And it's true. It's something called metabolic reprogramming. So it changes our cravings, which is amazing. So important. Healthier weight. So if you have excess body fat to lose, you will lose some. And also our complete shakes, it is scientifically proven to actually build lean muscle. Isn't that great? Better recovery from workout. I can totally attest to that. I simply do not get sore. It's called delayed onset muscle soreness, DOMS. Doesn't happen anymore. Mild, just aware that I've done something, but I do not have that anymore. It's pretty exciting. Improved sleep. Yeah, increased energy for sure. As I mentioned, it sustains your energy through the workout throughout the day, so you're not going to have that mid-afternoon crash needing a chocolate bar or coffee to kickstart you again. Healthier nails and skin. A lot of people say that it grows like weeds. Improved regularity, which is so important, but nobody wants to talk about it. But did you know it's the #1 over-the-counter medication that's purchased? Pretty uncomfortable situation for a lot of people, so this helps drastically. In fact, there's more fiber in our shakes than most people eat in an entire day. And lastly, increased mental clarity, for sure. And I was talking about a bit of the research when I looked into Juice Plus that it had to be safe. All of these institutions all over the world have put their name, have done research and put their name behind it. So as they say, you're known by the company you keep. So I'm pretty proud to share this product, knowing all of the research that's done on it. And what got me even more excited, just share quickly, is that 3 Olympic teams and thousands of athletes use this as some of them actually call it their secret weapon, but to get them through their training and to perform at their best. So here's different ways you can do this program. Call it the basic, where you have just one shake, or the premium, where you have a shake plus your capsules, or the shred, which is 2 shakes per day, as Nicole mentioned, breakfast and dinner, and I as well. That's what I'm doing right now. And the trios as well. And it's pretty clear here, just from this chart, you can see, and it just makes sense, doesn't it? That if you're eating more raw fruits and vegetables, that your body is going to be able to do what it's supposed to do, heal itself and get better results. And what I have found is when I do a program like this, I've learned from experience that I now jump in and I do it fully. I commit 100% because I want to see how great of a result can I get. In the past, I've, let's say, just dipped my toe in. I've tried a few different things. And then at the end of it, yeah, I've gotten a few results, but I'm really mad at myself because I think, geez, what could I have done if I had actually followed all of the rules? So that's what I have done for the last, many ones that I've been doing over the last 3 years. When I do it completely and follow it all. And you're just going to get all of these incredible results. I mean, look at them here on the side. Reduces abdominal fat. And as it says at the top here, based on clinical research. Improves recovery from exercise. Yes. Reduces inflammation. Yes. Improves skin health. Yes. Reduces number of sick days, respiratory system, cardiovascular function, gum health, antioxidant status, promotes lean mass, and reduces body fat. What more could you ask for with a program that's easy to follow, tastes great, and is loads of fun with all the support materials? And if you look right down here at the bottom with this little heart, because that's what our company is known as, the company with a heart, with every adult order of capsules, you have the opportunity to gift Juice Plus to a child for up to 4 years. That's just one way our company gives back, because we are all about inspiring healthy living around the world. And we know the sooner we can get kids having great habits, that they're going to stick with them for the rest of a healthier future. So pretty exciting. So as I said, these are the different options. You can start with just a shake, 1 or 2, add the trio, or you can do the full-on shred for 10 days. And the kids do get the product for free there at the bottom. And the shakes come in 2 delicious flavors, chocolate and vanilla. And just to give you an idea in terms of pricing, it's really quite simple. It's $3 and change for a shake, for the capsules. So if you're doing 1 shake per day, you're looking at $3. If you're doing the shake and the capsules, that's $6. If you're doing 2 shakes and the capsules, $9. Less than $10 per day for this program, which puts 70 plants into your body. Unbelievable. That is less than more than a lot of people spend at Starbucks when they go there and they get one of those, was it a venti chai latte with soy and extra this and that, and then pastry of some sort. It's going to take them in excess of that. And instead, you're getting all of this nutrition and a lot less. The other great thing about this program, and I've had someone actually go to the grocery store and do this, is 2 things. They've tried to buy all the produce that's in Juice Plus, and it's simply not available in the grocery stores. So you can't even get it. And the other great thing about the program, it is going to save you money, because if you've noticed, cookies and crackers and chips and granola bars and all those kind of snack foods are not part of the program. So you're not going to be buying those. You're going to save yourself money there. And your produce, such as spinach or kale, if it starts to wilt a little bit, and usually you toss it because you don't want to put that in your salad, you can actually freeze it and keep it for later and then put it in your smoothies. So you're going to have minimal waste as well. So it's pretty exciting. So on that note, we'll just invite you to follow up with whoever invited you out tonight. Just want to thank you so much for taking time out of your night to spend with Nicole and I to learn more about this program. And whoever invited you can share more details on how you want to get started, depending on what you want to do. So thank you again. And if you share this and some other friends want to learn more, we do this presentation every Monday night. So feel free to jump on again. Thanks again for coming out.
Melissa, are you doing transition to the business?
Yep, we can do that. You want to just take a break for a minute and then we'll go?
Yeah. So for those of you that are interested in learning about Juice Plus, the company that makes the Juice Plus products, we're going to have a small presentation right after. So if you want to stay on, awesome. And if you have to leave, that's fine too. Can you see that, Melissa?
Yep. Beautiful.
Yeah. Okay. So it looks like everybody wants to stay on, so that's awesome. So we'll just get started here and introduce you to really the company behind Juice Plus. Just want to share something. What I've learned over the years is that people that get involved in our business is they typically have a product experience that has moved them on some level. And they feel this obligation to want to share with the people they love and care for. And that's exactly what happened with me. But it took me many, many years through my 12-year journey to really discover my real deep why. And I feel like I lost it a little bit along the way. I got a little bit disillusioned because really what my why was is to make a difference in the school system with our children. And I watched a movie over the weekend that really ignited my fire and really made me realize how important the Shred10 program is for really my vision and purpose. And I tried for many years to go into the schools and make a huge impact with very little success, a lot of frustration, a lot of hand tying. And when I saw this documentary over the weekend, what I realized is what the Shred10 represents for me is it represents an opportunity to still impact our children, but we're starting with the parents. And it's the parents that get involved, and it's the parents that start to change their lifestyle, and then that trickles down to the kids. And I thought that's how we change future generations. So I think I cried for like 3 hours. I felt like I was a Melissa yesterday. Melissa Sagan, you know what I'm talking about. I couldn't stop crying because I got reconnected to my why, and I know your why is very similar. And it's your why that moves you. So just take you through some slides here to just kind of introduce you to the opportunity. Juice Plus Virtual Franchise. Okay, there we go. So this is just some pictures here of our team. Our team is called Team B, as in be the change you wish to see in the world. And it's Melissa and myself that kind of got the ball rolling to this vision of creating an empire around the world of like-minded, passionate people that have a vision of helping others. And that's what we're doing. And I can tell you that it's been one of the best and funnest, I don't know if funnest is a word, but I'm going to use it, journey with, I didn't know Melissa 9 years ago. And then all of a sudden we started to play and travel, and we've become best friends. And a lot of people say in this journey that you end up finding a lot of best friends, a lot of people that you want to spend a lot of time with. And I can tell you in our 9 years together, we have gone on a lot of adventures. And if adventure is what lights your fire, I can tell you that this is one opportunity that will get you on a lot of adventures. I think I counted 10 trips already planned for 2017, and they keep on getting added to the calendar for 2017. So I'm just pretty awesome journey, that's for sure. So in regards to the big picture, there's really 6 in the building our franchise. The first one is you become a product of the product and the program. So you've got to experience it, you've got to try it, you've got to have your own tool. There's Kelly, can you put yourself on mute, dear? There, perfect. Okay, second is you become a rep. Whoops, what happened? There we go. You become a rep and you plug in, okay? You plug in to the marketing tools, programs, and you lock arms with your upline. The third is you share your product and business with prospects. You take orders and provide great customer care. You create raving fans, and you share the business again. And that's pretty much the model. It's that simple. In regards to our mission, it's inspiring healthy living around the world. The vision is to build a stable and lasting company that helps as many people as possible realize their dreams. Jay Martin is still our president today. He's been, 1970 is when he opened up this company with $500 in his bank account and a vision to bring unique and forward-thinking products to the marketplace. And that he has proven to the world over and over again. In regards to people say, are you a product driven? Are you business driven? I would say that we are mission driven. And that's why we attract so many good people, is we're truly mission driven. Healthy living takes more than a healthy body. It takes a sound community and like-minded friends. We call this the Juice Plus family. By purposely engaging and contributing to social change makers, we create sustainable health in communities around the world. And really, this is what we have found with our programs. When our program came in about 4 years ago, that's what we started to see, is it really pulls people together. This is like, I gotta plug in my computer, it's gonna go. There we go. My screen was getting dull. I could barely read it. Okay. There we go. One of the products that inspires me is called the Tower Garden. I know we probably didn't touch on it, but again, a very mission-driven product, which is helping people grow their own fresh vegetables all year round. It's something that's been around for about 5 years, and that's just what inspires me, is the company picks products that are forward-thinking, that are going to make truly a difference around the world. And these Tower Gardens right now in North America are making a huge impact in the health of families by allowing people to grow their own fresh vegetables all year round. And it's really brought a lot of mission-driven people into our organization, very cause-oriented, which is pretty awesome. Okay. So in regards to the actual opportunity and where to start, if you were become a new rep, you would invest $50 a year. That's how much it costs to open up your virtual franchise, which allows you to share Juice Plus in over 26 countries that we are in. We end up showing you how to get to a position called virtual franchise in 30 days. We show you how to do to achieve the $300 bonus, a conference ticket, and your sponsor also gets $300. When you get into qualification for month 2 and month 3, there's an extra $300. We start to show you how to build a team and then qualify. And that all happens in about a 4 to 6 month period on average here in Canada. And when you follow the system, when you follow our marketing plan, there's about $2,150 of just bonus money on the table that we are helping people put in their pockets. And, you know, that's a pretty amazing amount of money for people today, is that extra bonus money. And you know what? I started to fall in love with the marketing plan just as much as the product plan when I started getting feedback from people that their Juice Plus check was, you know, paying for their groceries, or their Juice Plus check now is paying for their mortgage, or their Juice Plus check is, you know, allowing them to have that one family vacation. And when I started to think about it, and I'm actually just got goosebumps all over me, when you start to think about that, giving people that gift of financial, relieving them from that financial stress is, in my opinion, just about as important as overall health, because as we know, stress, you know, it really contributes to poor health. So if we can take financial stress or help reduce that financial stress, that we're doing a really good thing. Let me see here. So in regards to our full marketing plan, we actually have 7 levels that you can move through at your own pace. I'm not going to go through every position, but I just want, from a visual standpoint, to give you guys an idea that the top position is called National Marketing Director, where you actually get a full benefits package. And I believe we're the only network marketing company out there that offers that type of support. And let me tell you, it is an amazing gift. Everybody in the family gets an opportunity to get all of that preventative care. And my girls always remind me about when their next massage is. But yeah, so you just, it's, you know, you can go as fast as you want or slow. And once you get to a position, you never lose it. So you never get kicked out and get rolled back. And the other thing is that there are no, I guess you would say, you know, minimums, right? You build, and you build based on product, and you based on, but if you decide 1 month you're not working, you're going traveling, you know, nobody is calling you saying you need to get, you know, X in. And I liked that non-pressure piece. National Marketing Director in the US and Canada looks a little bit different, but what's pretty awesome here in Canada, you do get, you know, stuff like dental, optical, prescription card, out of country, which is nice, insurance, chiropractor, massage, physio, acupuncture, an expense allowance, and holiday bonus. So it's a nice thing to definitely strive for if you don't have benefits here in Canada. regards to getting to national marketing director, the structure looks like this. You're really building a team, an organization where you have 5 legs, 5 working legs, 5 sales coordinators. And really what that is each person on that team or organization has about 10, we call it T30 orders, or I guess you could say Shred 10 orders. And so at the end of, when you actually look at the big picture, you're going to have about 300 orders in your organization with 5 active legs to get you to the top position. And I know if you're new and you're looking at this, it seems a little bit overwhelming and daunting, but when you start to build an organization and find people mission driven like you are, it does start to take off. There's no doubt about it. Steve Jobs says great things in business are never done by one person, they're done by a team. And it truly is, and it's worth finding a team. If I think about Melissa, it took me 3 years into 3 years into the business before I really truly found my first rock star, and that was Melissa. Will it work? Is it worth it? Can I do it? These are all questions that people have in the beginning. My friends, my family, I'm not a salesperson. And, I'll just comment, and maybe I'll let Melissa comment as well too about this. When you're first starting, and the fears that come out, because we see it all the time, is, when people say I'm not a salesperson, we say great, because we actually aren't looking for salespeople. Salespeople actually don't do well in our model. But who does well is people that are authentic and heartfelt and are okay to share their story, their real story, and detaching from the outcome. So whether they say yes or whether they say no, that you're not going to take it personally. And I, continue to see people thrive in our business. And I would say that the biggest why of why people are succeeding is because they're hungry, they have a clear why, and I would say that they're doing consistent activity and talking to a lot of new people in a day. Melissa, I'm going to let you open it up here so you can maybe add your sense too, as what you think when you see a new person and either dealing with their fears or what it takes.
Everyone has fears, and it just comes down to whether your why or what you want is bigger than your fear. And what I tell a lot of my new team is, be afraid, but do it anyway. Don't let your fears hold you back from doing what you want or creating the life that you want for yourself. We're all going to be scared, but I also tell them that that's great. That means you're growing. You're outside of your comfort zone. And the more time that you're in this business, your belief in yourself grows, the belief in the product grows, the belief in the business grows. So those fears go by the wayside, and then new ones come up, and you just have to be willing to deal with those fears and move on. And what I find is so important in this business is to work on yourself first. Jeff Roberti, mentor of mine, he says, grow me, serve you. So when we go to work on ourselves, then we become a better person, and we can do more, we can give more, we can be more, and do better things in this world. So yeah, as I was told before once, this business is really a course in personal development disguised as a business. But it's certainly the best thing that I have ever done. It's simple, but it's not easy because it's about personal growth. But it's certainly worth it, that's for sure. I couldn't imagine doing anything else.
Thanks, Melissa. So just summary here, how do I get started? You pay $50, distributor fee, you order your products, you participate in your programs, you read Go Pro, that's our foundation about how to speak to people. You establish a why and your first goal, which is to fast track to VF. You start a prospect list of at least 50 names. You start working on reaching out with your team leaders. You get your calendar out to start planning for events, and you put our next conference in your calendar, which is April 20th to 22nd in Anaheim, California. You're going to be right across from Disney. If you have kid energy in you and want to play at Disney after or before the conference and bring your family, friends, partner, that would be a great opportunity. In regards to some of the events that happen that are available for you guys to do is, I mean, that's one thing that I'm just so blown away with is just it's unlimited in regards to the number of events that you could be doing. So I'll just go through some of them to give you an idea. So we do have boot camps, we have regionals, we've got the conferences, we have smoothie parties, we've got educational parties, workout parties, cooking demos, one-on-one, texting blitzes, salad in a jar parties. We got Facebook Live events you can do. Boss Babe events are great where you, go to a restaurant, great food and wine, bring people out, wine and wellness, Zoom meetings, conference calls. And so you can just see it goes on and on and on. And, the people that are building this business fast and furious are the ones that are just continuing to do events. They keep the momentum until they get to their goal, and then they keep the momentum and they get to their next goal. And I know when Melissa was building to NMD, and I just go back to what we were doing. It was constant. We were like, oh my gosh, okay, when's the next event? When's the next event? And we were doing so many fun events at our house. We were doing pool party events. We were doing Christmas shopping in her basement. We were doing health therapy and bringing local practitioners into her basement. Smoothie parties, wine parties. I was doing raw food cooking in her room. We were doing meditation. We were doing workouts. I mean, our brain would just, an idea would come and we'd say, we're doing a party. Let's do it. We're doing another party. Let's do it. We're doing another party. And we just never said no. We just kept on saying yes until she got to National Marketing Director. So she was hungry and I was hungry to help her. So that was the type of effort that it required. So on that note, that is really a summary of our Juice Plus, our business, our opportunity. Does anybody have any questions, comments? No. Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us tonight, and follow up with the person that invited you so that you can get more information. And this is recorded, so we'll be able to throw that out there to the bigger group. Have a good night, everyone.